My origin story. My superhero origin story, if you'd like, since I intend to become a hero in my own life, my new future life. So the last entry, I was talking about how I became very, very sick in 2014, was misdiagnosed time and time again by specialists, came very near death, finally was diagnosed with mercury poisoning, had the old fillings removed from my mouth by biological dentists, all dressed like they were visiting an EPA Superfund site while they removed these fillings from my mouth. Chelation therapy, numerous other treatments. By spring of 2015, I still felt terrible, so a year later, but it was likely that I was going to live, barring some other unforeseen accident or stepping in front of a bus. And as I started to rebuild my life and ponder what I've been doing, I looked at my old business model and decided it wasn't for me anymore. My old business model had worked really, really well. I would speak once or twice per week somewhere in the United States, and that would keep me fully booked with coaching clients with a waiting list. I didn't have any products for sale. The only option I had for people was that they could hire me as their coach. They could hire me for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year. My average client stayed with me for over a year. And I did great. It was a great business model, but it involved a lot of travel, a lot of speaking, and a lot of coaching. I have under my belt now more than 22,000 one-on-one coaching sessions. And I really don't want 22,000 more. I don't want to travel 200 plus days a year anymore. My health is what it was. My age is certainly not getting any younger. And as I looked at the business model that I wanted to do, I threw out most of what I had been doing in the past. Although I still want to speak occasionally on my own stage for a couple of big events per year, and other people's stages for more events per year, I really don't want to do a lot of one-on-one coaching anymore. I want to work with just a few of my ideal clients. I want to have products for sale. So I have many, many products that I created and sold as seminars, as speeches. So I'm in the process of converting those into online courses and books. And I want to do most of my coaching as group coaching, where I don't have to travel, don't have to be away from my family, where it isn't important that I spend all day or weekends on stage. It's a much better business model for me. I'm glad that I've run across it. It had been presented to me many times that I was doing so well with what I was doing that I just ignored it. But now I'm not. I have spent the past couple of years building joint venture partnerships, putting products together, putting books together, learning what I needed to learn. And finally, after all this time, my health is probably 65-70%, which is good enough to start with. It looks like I'm still going to live, barring standing in front of a bus, and I'm about to launch my first book and the first course based upon that. So that is the end of my origin story. I'll find some way to share that in some way that's useful for people in the book, and there is something to be gained from there. As I tell my clients, I'm always going to be an example for you, either an example of what to do or what not to do. I think my origin story is a bit of both. Jack Bergstrom, coach, speaker, author of the upcoming book, Mastering the Art of Business by Referral, wishing you a fantastic rest of your day.